unarmed black person across the country gets shot. I don't know when the next protest is going to be. What I do know is that we need to be able and ready to resist at a moment's notice. We don't need to be afraid. We don't need to be asking for permits. You don't get a permit to dump tea into the Boston Harbor. You don't get a permit to march on Charlie Hale's house, right? You don't get a permit to do the things that actually enable change. Because it doesn't make sense to ask the people who you are protesting how to protest, when to protest, and what to do about it. Because those are the people we are protesting against. Our city recently has this troubling trend of free speech zones and free speech areas. On January 20th, when we had our march and protest, the Sergeant Pete Simpson, the spokesperson for the police, tweeted that the free speech area of the night has ended. Has ended. And so he started gassing and rubber bullets and pepper spraying people. Now, what if I took that same, and the justification was, well, somebody looked scary, right? They didn't get a permit. Somebody was in a mask, right? But we need to be expanding these rights, not restricting them in the wake of a President Trump. What if I took this same line for the Second Amendment? The same people that are advocating for this for the First Amendment would be up in arms, literally. So what if I said, because there was a homicide in the city of Portland last night, anybody that exercises their Second Amendment rights, we are going to gas them, pepper spray them, shoot rubber bullets at them, so that we can take away everybody's Second Amendment rights because one person screwed up. Right? They would go crazy about that. Yet they advocate that for the First Amendment. Because one person is accused of doing something, we're going to take away everybody else's First Amendment right. There's a reason why the First Amendment is first. It's because you can't protect all the other amendments, all of our other rights, if you don't have that amendment first. The freedom of speech, the freedom to assemble. And we're going to continue to exercise our rights. I don't care how many times they have to arrest me, because I know damn well that the history books are going to have to say about me that I fought for my rights, that I fought for the people that didn't have the privilege to fight for their rights, that I kept fighting. And I also want to, one last thing, I want to remind you guys that protesting, being out here in the rain is a privilege. So a lot of people, don't shame the people that couldn't come out here, right? I have siblings that have a bunch of kids they had to take care of tonight, right? So they can't come out here. We're not just fighting for us, and if somebody doesn't come here to fight for the same people we're fighting for, that's not a knock against them, because we are fighting for everybody's rights. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a Klansman. You have the right to march, and we're going to march much better than you are, right? So with all that said, I just want to make sure that we understand that this was a child. This was a kid. He had a family. And he was gunned down. And I know that every single one of us have children and kids in our family. And not too long ago, I was a kid as well. Now I grew a beard, but if I shave it, I look 17 as well. But the cops will shoot me just as quick as they'll shoot anybody else. When we go march tonight, we're risking our lives. When we come out every single day, we're risking our lives. Being black in America is risking your lives. People say it's inconvenient that we protest, right? It's inconvenient that when we march right now, somebody might be stuck in traffic for 2 minutes. You know what's really inconvenient? To be black in Portland and scared that you might get gunned down by the police. What's really inconvenient is to be homeless in Portland and might freeze to death tonight. What's really inconvenient is to be an immigrant in Portland knowing that ICE might come and deport you tomorrow. That's much more inconvenient than being stuck in traffic, and the history books are not going to say... The history books are not going to say that John Smith couldn't get onto the freeway at the right time on January 15th or whatever. The history books are going to say that the people of Portland stood up when police officers were gunning down black kids. And that's what we're here to fight for today. Thank you guys so much.
ho. Racist cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Racist cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Racist cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Racist cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. These racist cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Racist cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Racist cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Racist cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Racist cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Racist cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. These racist cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Racist cops. Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot.
them.
I know it was raining earlier, but I think it'll work to light some candles and set up a small memorial here for Quanice Hayes. Light some candles, put down some pictures and signs. We want to put it here because we want the police to remember this. We want them to remember what they did. If you have a candle, go ahead and lay it on the stairs. If you have a sign that you want to leave, lay it here on the stairs. If you have a picture, something you want to leave here, in remembrance of Quanice, go ahead and lay it here on the stairs. No justice, no peace.
No racist police!
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 No justice, no peace.
No racist
No justice, no peace.
No racist police!
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 Justice for Quanice.
Justice for Quanice!
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 Thank you, everybody.
Forget his name. Quanice Hayes. Don't forget his name, Quanice Hayes. He was 17.
Put a fixing one! Get the fuck off my campus! Put a fixing one! Get the fuck off my campus!
Fuck Dan Andrew.
Get the fuck off my campus! Get the fuck out of here! We're gonna take your badge and all your fucking badges! Get off my campus!
No, they just scum a bad name. They're like the fucking slick on the bottom of my shoe.
Seriously, what are you doing?
Fucking worthless. Unless you're rich and right, you guys are fucking worthless. Fucking class traitors.
Hey, let these students through, how about? Because this is the campus.
Right, yeah, why are you fucking closing off the thoroughway on campus? Sorry. Oh, we got one guy here. You good? Oh yeah, it's okay to sit in here. Not there. Cause this fucking jackass says so.
I don't want to get arrested.
No, true that. I don't either.
Off my campus, murderers! Get the fuck off my campus, you dirty bastard!
In the 1960s, people like you were shooting students. That's what the history of this dynamic is. So if you weren't here, this wouldn't be going on. There are still students that acknowledge that.
black crimes. We brother didn't want no black on black crimes.
Stay out. They went home? Berlin's resistance left? Was to arrest one person. That's not gonna happen here.
Campus my ass.
Sorely disappointed to hear what we think about that. So if you are a PSU student, please come find me over here. I'm gonna get your name and contact information. I will email you tonight with some directions on who you can contact about this.
Fuck yeah!
Whose school? Our school. 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 Fuck yeah!
Oh, bye.
The phone blasted saves, huh?
I know that's